I watched 22 brand new movies in the month of January, and here they are ranked. Coming last, I do have Psych 2, the movie, Lassie Come Home. It's a 3-star. It's fine. It does what it sets out to do. There's nothing really much else to say. If you like Psych, you'll probably like this. 21st, I have Psych 3, This Is Gus. More of the same from Lassie Come Home. At 20, I have People We Meet on Vacation. This is probably closer to a 3.5. I could see it going up to that upon rewatch, but this is a fun rom-com. You should check it out. And you can follow along my movie watches the rest of the year if you follow me on Letterboxd. Linked in the description down below. My user is Lanjo. Hope to see you over there. My first 3.5 star is The Witch. Robert Eggers, Anya Taylor-Joy, Ralph Ineson. This movie is good. It's just not really my speed, and that's okay. At 18, we have Psych the movie. This gets an extra half star because they complimented Jermaine Clement's impression of David Bowie. 17, I have 28 Years Later, another 3.5 star here. The cool, interesting camera work and a lot more interesting shots in this movie are definitely a positive for this. I just found the character of Jamie, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson, to be I gave a lot of movies 4 stars, and at the bottom of this list is The Lighthouse. I like this movie. Robert Pattinson's really good. Willem Dafoe is really good. Another Robert Eggers film. It is just kind of weird, but I knew that going into it. It's a lot of fun to watch, though. Gus Van Sant's Dead Man's Wire comes in here at 15th. Another 4-star. I saw this in theaters. I'm very glad that I did. Bill Skarsgård and Dacre Montgomery were both fantastic in this film. At 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple as the next movie here, and a compliment I would give to this movie is I'm much more interested in the main characters of this movie than I was 28 Years Later, which is why I think it worked better for me than its predecessor did. But it doesn't surpass the original 28 Days Later, which comes in here at 13. My last watch of January was The Color of Money, directed by Martin Scorsese. It's a sequel to The Hustler, and when I mentioned I wanted to watch The Color of Money, someone mentioned I should watch The Hustler first, which it's not on the list yet, meaning the sequel isn't as good, but still good enough to be almost top 10. We're still in 4-star territory somehow. Train to Busan here is next, and this movie was fun from start to finish. A lot of captivating performances. A very frustrating character in certain aspects, and probably my least favorite character I've seen on screen in Young Suk. He can suck my balls. Cracking the top 10 is Good Time. As a huge Robert Pattinson fan, his performance as Connie was impeccable. It's a very frustrating performance because he's not a likable character, but that's what makes it so good, is because he makes you not like him because he's better than us. At 9, I have The Hustler. Paul Newman as Fast Eddie Felson in this is nothing short of mesmerizing. The original is better than the sequel, and I think just Paul Newman's characterization of Eddie as a young man and as a grown man was very, very good. Is This Thing On is my number 8 ranked film of January. I loved this movie. The idea of the individual versus the collective and kind of self-identifying your own worth in this is so interesting, and it's such an introspective conversation, and I had a great time with it. Another Martin Scorsese classic here. I watched Taxi Driver, and I was blown away by the setting and the ambiance of this film. Robert De Niro is great. Jodie Foster's great. A very good watch. We were finally free of the 4-star shackles. I have Funny Games as a 4.5 star here. This is the 1997 version, and this was a lot of fun. It's kind of crazy. It's out there, but it worked for me. Jumping into the top 5, we have Uncut Gems. Adam Sandler in this movie is unbelievable. I love when a comedic actor can show off in a more drama, serious role. And yes, there's still comedy in this movie. Sandler's portrayal of Howard in this is impeccable, and I also love Kevin Garnett, so bonus point there. Train Dreams was probably the most beautiful movie I watched in January. Everything from the performances to the setting to the scenes, I wanted to be transported into this world just to be able to experience it, and I wish that I could watch this movie for the first time again. The first 5-star of January. 12 Angry Men is one of those movies that gets talked about a lot as, yes, this is the definition of a classic and a masterpiece, and I hadn't seen it. So I knew I needed to check it off the list, and I can confirm now it's a classic and a masterpiece. My second favorite film I watched in the month of January was Chloe Zhao's Hamnet, where Jessie Buckley will more than likely win Best Actress for her performance in this film. Paul Mescal was great in this. Jacoby and Noah Jupe as Hamnet were also amazing in this. I was heartbroken and grief-stricken in the theater, and the lights came on way too fast, and I loved this movie, and I highly recommend you see it. And the absolute best, my favorite movie of January that I watched was Fargo. I can't wait to revisit this because I know I'm going to have just as fun of a time watching it a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth time, as I did the first one. Everything about this movie is captivating for all the right reasons. I loved this movie dearly. If you have not seen Fargo, I highly recommend you watch it. Could not give you a bigger testimonial than what I'm trying to tell you right now is this movie, to me, was perfection. And here's to hoping my movie watching journey in February is just as good as it was in January.